I spend an absurd amount of time thinking about the various mental states that I've been in over time that, my memory, even though it's kind of bad, it's able to reinforce or remember certain things better over time because I just end up spending so many hours reflecting on the same events from different perspectives. And recently, I've been observing how much I take breaks when consuming media. Now, this doesn't happen nearly as much as when I'm like smoking pot or something because it increases my focus and my general enjoyment of the media. And to be honest, I would prefer consuming most things stoned than consuming things sober. But there are certain things that, on some level, almost feel better watch sober. Or they're better suited to it. I don't know about feel better, but there's certain things that are more ideal for that kind of mind state. I really miss stimulants because when I would watch anime, it would make all of the details be much more coherent as I was consuming it. I would be much more interested in the series, much more focused. I can't focus on subtitles as well as other people do. I tend to need external stimulation when I'm consuming something. This is probably why my favorite medium is like video games, for instance, is because I will just take constant breaks and move in between tabs when I'm consuming something, but it wasn't always like this. I used to spend hours being able to consume one thing that was, to most people, relatively boring with no problem. You can probably tell that I am balding. My hair is thinning a bit. It used to constantly fall out when I would get really depressed and my hair would turn gray. I have some gray patches on my head that you may have been able to pick out from this, YouTube channel of mine. I have some patches of white and gray hair. Partly it's due to stress. I get outbreaks of hair on my body turning gray and white due to depression and stress, which is not fun. But I've been noticing that my hair has been growing better than it used to. Balding is not as much of an issue as it used to be. It looks like it's improving in general, which is good. I really wish that I didn't cut my hair to be so short. I don't like the way that it looks at all. It makes me a bit upset and uncomfortable. But it seems like it's improving, which that's a good thing. Seems like it's improving. I'm beginning to realize that I don't like anime that much, and I've talked about this for the last month on my channel, even a bit before that, where I was desperately trying to get into anime as a hobby, and now, I just don't care very much. I was watching After the Rain, a show I liked, and even now, after watching it, I don't even like it that much. After 2 episodes, I don't want to continue my series, but I have to. And so, I don't know. I really don't know. Because the only thing I seem to enjoy anymore is books. I like books quite a lot, but I don't really like much other art. I like weed, and I like alcohol, but I don't like much of anything else. It's an unfortunate turn of events. I tell you. But at least I like books. if I were to be stuck with one medium, the fact that I like books more than all the other mediums is certainly a good thing. I used to think I liked video games more than all the other mediums. I think books and video games are tied as the ones I like the most. But I don't like anything else. And it's weird. You know, you would think that movies at least I would like, but no. No. Jesus Christ. Now, combining weed and alcohol, it has this, like, jamming effect on your brain. Where it's like you feel the intensity of both things at once. And, it's pretty cool. Holy fucking shit, dude. So today, I reached 1,000 videos on YouTube in my every YouTube video featuring Outlaw playlist. What the fuck? Okay, so most of my existing videos from when I began YouTube are now gone. I started in 2014 making Minecraft videos, and then I deleted all of those videos because I was ashamed of them. I wish I kept them up, but it is what it is. So instead, the most recent old videos that I made are from February 11th, February 10th, something like that, of 2015, when I max revived my account, which at this point, this is 2019, so that would mean that I've been doing this for exactly 4 years. And in 4 years' time, it's quite odd to me that I was able to accrue 1,000 videos. I mean, that's not even including the myriad of shitposts and secret videos that I don't even add to the playlist. There's so many. Like, if I were to add those, that would easily be another 200 tacked on. It's not including all the blog posts that aren't even adapted to video either, or the secret podcasts that I've posted on blogs and stuff. Like, the amount of content that's been made here is just utter madness. I mean, just today I had a new political video about prostitution shipped off to Kalopi to post on Shonen Ronin, and that's 101 videos. It's just not uploaded yet. So it's like, there's so much shit that I've put out, and I don't see any sign of it stopping because I keep having more and more ideas. There's so many things that I want to make, and it's so weird to me to think about this, because the time in which my content started actually becoming greater in number was 2016, mid to late 2016 specifically, because that was when I got really into the idea of vlogging and vlogging more frequently. One sec, I gotta get this done. Okay. Future me listening to this as a video diary. Just don't mind that. I gotta walk him again after this. He always needs one. He always needs one. But see, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, my content, like my content, fucking, it only really started picking up steam in 2016, late 2016. So at that point, like, if I'm releasing a video a day or more than like 3 videos a week or something like that, if I'm releasing that much content, then it stands to reason to say that after 3 years, 3 years of making videos, it's pretty insane that I made it to 1,000. I think if you add all of that up, actually, I don't want to do the math for that right now, but I'll do the math at another time. But I think it would be like more than 1 video a day for that entire period, so Jesus Christ. Only 3 years, and I mean, it's not even 3 years technically, because I really started it like late
2016, so was that two 2 years and a quarter, or maybe 2 years and a quarter and a nickel? Like that. That's an insane amount of videos to make in that time, and a lot of them are pretty good. Like it. I'm not proud of the videos that I made in 2016, obviously, and throughout most of 2017 there was some pretty mediocre stuff there. But overall, I think the overall breadth of my content is pretty good, pretty passable, watchable stuff. Some of it ranging to even some of my favorite videos just because it expresses a point that's very personal to me. The fact that I've done this in such a short span of time is just so weird. It's so weird to me. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I guess all I have to say is cheers to the next 1,000. The only way I can go is up from here. It's 12 a.m. right now, so I'm probably gonna listen to more of this, more of No Thank Yous podcast, because he released this ooh on Thin Ton Under the Bed or something like that today, and he released it literally the day after I released my episode of Outlaw's Cremation Furnace on Infinite Outlaw. So I guess he got the idea to do it from there, but it's been pretty good so far. I've been enjoying it, so I'm gonna finish listening to that and play more CS:GO, unless I get another video idea, because I have been on fire making these videos today. Like, I did the aesthetic is paramount on the secret Outlaw YouTube channel, the other one that's not this one. And people seem to like that one, so yeah, more content. The fact that I'm making all these secret videos while having a semi-regular schedule on the main channel is actually kind of amazing. This is all I am. YouTube is one of the only things I enjoy, so I don't know, and in 3 or 4 years, when I look back on this video on this archives channel, it's going to be interesting to see how I feel about that.
You know what my main issue with a lot of my own content is? It's my inability to record myself, not just looking at myself on camera and things like that. That obviously horrifies me, but more so the background of my own home, because I live in a living room, as many of you know, and there's not much that I can actually do to change my living space and to make it more expressive of myself. For one reason, I live with other people and I try to hide as much of my own interest and just things about myself. In general, I have not spoken to my own cousin in months. In fact, the one time that I did today, my heart started racing, and as soon as I got up from the couch, I felt as if I needed to sit back down just because my heart was going so fast. These are the levels of hiding stuff from your own family that I've gotten to. And I mean, that specific instance too, it was over, not just like speaking to him or saying words to him, it was over the potential of him seeing what was on my 3DS screen, because I was watching a Psy video at the time, and like just down on the recommended bar you could see like fuck Digibro, and it had like this fat guy, because Psy's a fat guy, and like just that title, that weird like call-outy petty title, and the fact that it was a fat guy, like I couldn't stop thinking about it. The potential of him seeing that I was looking at a video of a fat guy calling someone out on the internet, just how petty and weird that would look. And I mean, the video itself was not even like a call-out video, it was a joke title, but just the fact that I had like a fat guy on the video screen in the recommended bar Not even that I was watching his video, just in the recommended bar, because I had already finished the video, and on the 3DS app it just says YouTube on the top screen, so it doesn't even show the thumbnail or the video anymore. But the fact that that was in my recommended scared me, that he would see that. And I said like 2 words to the guy, and both times my delivery was just so off-put and bad that my voice actually showed that I was uncomfortable, that I was scared that I was saying these things, and it felt weird. It felt weird saying those things, and the fact that I was uncomfortable showed through my tone and my voice, and it's not like an analytical thing, because I analyze a lot of my own stuff that I do, I analyze a lot of what other people do. I think that uncomfort could just be shown through my voice to anybody. And so that really scared me. His reaction to me being uncomfortable, just responding to him, really scared me. And as I said, I haven't spoken to the man in months, despite the fact that I live in the living room where he frequently sits in. I just always have my headphones on. I just always am doing something else, trying to seclude myself. And much of the time I'm awake at night when everybody is asleep. When he wakes up to get to the work, I hide under the covers, so he cannot see me. And it's weird. It's weird to be like this, to be this social outcast who is just hiding from their own family. No one does this. Yeah, I have no idea what I was going through with that point, what I was trying to express, but yeah, I live in a living room is what I'm trying to get across. And so in light of that, there's very little that I can put on my walls or put around that expresses who I am for, anxiety purposes, and also for the fact that other people share the rooms, so they're going to want to put up their own stuff, And so I run into that problem, and when I'm recording vlogs, when I'm recording anything, I end up just focusing on one little corner of the room. If I record at all on a camera, which oftentimes I'm recording from my tablet, so I have to, because I lack the proficient editing software on Linux to make a video that's with an image on it, because the editor that I use is really bad. So I end up using the tablet for a lot of that, and I just focus on one part of it. I mean, I would look even worse than I already do if I recorded anything on the tablet. It would look really bad, and so that's just out of the window. Just can't do that. And so, God, being awake at the daytime is hard. What I end up doing is just not recording these face-to-face types of things. The reason I want to is to show off... Oh my god, this is fucking terrible.